Hello students, welcome to Networking Lab class. This is for 4th semester IT students. What is motherboard? This motherboard is also pronounced as main board, system board or logic board, and it is designed on PCB board, that is also called as printed circuit board. Okay, so inside your computer the motherboard is playing the most important roles. That's why this one is also called as main board or system board, and it holds all components and parts together on a single sheet. Therefore it is also called as backbone of personal computer. Okay, so it holds lots of components of system inside in a single PCB board. That's why this board is also pronounced as your main board. Okay, and motherboard also. Now it holds many important components such as computer memory slots, CPU, SATA and ID slots, expansion slots which includes your PCI, AGP, etc. and also capacitors, resistors, BIOS chips, etc. also. Okay, and the computer main board is made of a thin sheet of non-conductive materials from plastic. Okay, so here you got the idea that motherboard is the main board of the computer. Okay, now basically this main board is characterized by three options. Okay, so what are the three options are there? So the motherboard characterized by form factor, chipset and processor circuit. Okay, so let's discuss about what is that form factor, what is that chipset, what is that processor circuit. Now form factor means it refers to the motherboard geometrical dimension, arrangement and electrical requirements. And advanced technology extended means ATX is the most common design of motherboard for desktop computer. Okay, so form factor means how your motherboard should be designed, what are the geometrical dimension or arrangement of electrical equipment is nothing but called your form factor of motherboard. Okay, now chipset, it is a circuit which is used to control the resources such as the bus interface with the processor, cache memory and RAM, and also expansion cards, etc. It used to coordinate data transfers between the various components of the computer. So this is the nature of job of your chipset. Okay, then what is that processor socket? It is a connector into which the processor is to be mounted. So processor socket means what? It's a socket or it's a place where processor is to be mounted or it's to be fixed. Okay, the basic input output system or the BIOS and the complementary metal oxide semiconductor means CMOS are present on the motherboard also. Okay, so basically these 3 points to be remembered whenever you are designing the motherboard or whenever you are characterize the nature of your motherboard. Okay, now see, this is the layout of motherboard. Okay, now here the CMOS battery to be attached. These are the connectors for integrated peripherals are there, like your USB ports are there, along with RJ45 connector is there. The back panel PS2 port is there for keyboard and mouse, serial port is there, parallel port is there. So all sorts of things are nothing but called your connectors for integrated peripherals. Okay, and these are the PCI slot or the expansion card extra slots to be attached on this slot, that is called PCI slot. Okay, and here the south bridge is there, and like here the north bridge is there, which is having the heat sink also. Okay, here this one is called your heat sink. Okay, then ID connector is there. This is the ID connector slot. Then DRAM memory slot is there, which is also called as RAM slot or DIMM slot also. Okay, and 20 pin ATX power connector to be attached here only. Here the power connector should be placed on this port. Okay, and here CPU fan and heatsink mounting point. Here the CPU fan or the processor to be mounted, and along with the heatsink also. This is the place where your processor, heatsink and CPU fan to be mounted. Okay. Now, what are the actual detailed meaning of each component of your motherboard? That is called components of motherboard. So, it is having PCI slot. This board has two PCI slots, and it can be used for components such as Ethernet card and sound card and modem also. And next one is your PCI E16X slot is there, where there are two of them on this motherboard diagram. Both are in blue format. Okay, and these are used for your graphics card with two of them on board, and we can run two graphics card in SLI also. And we would only need this if you are a gamer or working with high-end video graphic editing is necessary. Okay, so if you need some video card or some powerful graphics card, or if you are a gamer, then you need this PCI E16X graphics card. Okay, these are of 16X speed version, which are currently the fastest. Next is your PCIe 1X slot, which is the single slot. In the PCIe 1X generation, each lane means 1X carries 250 MB compared to 133 MB for the PCI slots. These can be used for expansion cards such as sound card, Ethernet card, etc. Then north bridge is there. So what is that north bridge? This is the north bridge for this motherboard, which allows communication between the CPU and the system memory and the PCI slots. Okay, so we remember inside your north bridge you can communicate between the CPU and the system memory along with the PCI slots. Okay, ATX 12V 2X and 4 pin power connector. This is one of two power connections that supply power to the motherboard, and this connection will come from your power supply. Okay, so here you should remember one thing: whenever your power is input to the power supply, the power supply receive the AC volt. Now the AC current is passed into the system, and it pass through the help of your power supply or the SMPS, and SMPS pass the power to motherboard with this power connector. Okay, and from motherboard whatever the components are there, that is automatically working, and as per power supply you are inputting AC, then it convert to DC. Okay, then CPU fan connection. This is where your PC fan will connect. Using this connection over one from your power supply will allow the motherboard to control the speed of your fan based on the CPU temperature. Then the socket is there. This is where your CPU will plug in. Okay, the orange bracket, it is surrounding, it is used for high end heatsink, and it helps to support the weight of the heatsink. Okay, so socket means where the CPU to be attached. Now again I am showing you the picture. Now this is the socket where the CPU to be attached. Okay, so CPU means processor should be attached here only, then above a processor the heatsink is there, then the processor fan is there. Okay, so you have to mounting here only. Now next is your memory slot, which is also pronounced as DIMM slot also. Okay, these are the slots for RAM. Most board will have 4 slot, but some will have also 2 slots. Okay, so on this slot we can attach the RAM into the system. Okay, next is your ATX power connector. This is the second of 2 power connection. This is the main power connection for the motherboard and comes from the power supply. And what is that IDE connection? IDE is the connection for your hard drive or CD or DVD drive. Most drive today come with SATA connection, so you may not use this type of connection. Okay, now see, as per your connection, you need one type of cable, that is nothing but called your IDE connection and your SATA connection. Okay, so previously IDE is too much popular, now we are using the SATA. Okay, and South bridge means this is the controller for components such as PCI slots, onboard audio and USB connection. SATA connection, these are 4 of the 6 SATA connection on the motherboard. These will be used for hard drive and CD and DVD also. As for front panel connection, this is where we will hook in the connections from your case. These are mostly the different light on your case, such as power on, hard drive, activities, etc. Means front panel connection means from your front panel side, whatever the components are there, just like your LED, green LED, red LED, power button, restart button, these buttons should be getting connected with your motherboard with the help of your front panel connections. Okay, FDD connection. The FDD is the floppy disk controller. If you have a floppy disk drive in your computer, this is where we will hook it up. And external USB connection is there. This is where we will plug in external USB connection for your case or USB bracket. And CMOS battery is there. This is the motherboard battery and it is used to allow the CMOS to keep it the setting. The date and time should be set by your CMOS battery also. Okay, so these are the components are available inside your motherboard. Okay, like your some PCI slots are there, North bridge is there, ATX 4-pin power connection is there, CPU fan connection is there, processor socket is there, a memory slot means DIMM slot is there, ATX power connector, ID connection means ID and SATA. Okay, this type of connections are there, along with the South bridge is there, front panel connection, FDD connection and external USB connection along with the CMOS battery. Okay, now here we have to check the ports and connectors of your system. Means different types of ports and connectors are available for your system. So what are the ports are there? Like see, these are the PS2 port, serial port, parallel port. Okay, so this is for, this port is used to connect the keyboard and the mouse. Nowadays we use the USB connector for keyboard and mouse. Means now these two options are not present on the recent system. Okay, now what is that serial or COM port? It is used to connect some types of modem, scanner or digital camera. Okay, next is your parallel port. Okay, so for parallel port the printer is to be attached here. Okay, it is also called as printer port also, but now printer may use as a USB port. Okay, now here this one is your USB. As you know, this USB is to be used to assign all sorts of keyboard, monitor, keyboard, mouse, and your printer, scanner, digital camera, etc. And this one is called your VGA port. Okay, it is used to connect your monitor into the video port. Okay, and line out, line in, microphone ports are there, and this out is for used to connect speaker or headphone into the line out job. Line out means it is used to connect speakers or headphones into the line out jack. And line in means in this jack it allows you to listen to your computer using a stereo system. And microphone port is there. It is used to connect a microphone into this jack to record sound on your computer. And this one is your joystick or game port. Okay, to attach the joystick or musical keyboard or other gaming devices also. And this is your RJ11 port. Okay, for what? For connecting phone or modem into your system. And this one is your network for Ethernet, means this is your RJ45 connector port. You can connect your computer into a network by plugging in an Ethernet cable in this port. And SCSI, this one is your SCSI. It is used to connect a hard drive, CD-ROM drive or other device into a computer. Okay, so here you got the idea about the layout of motherboard, what are the components are there, what are the characteristics of motherboards are there, along with what are the ports and connectors are available for your motherboard. Okay.